Hi, and welcome to ESC Fan TV. My name's Stuart Wilders. It is great to be back with you again. And what a fantastic show we have for you tonight. We are going to have lots and lots of fun. But guess what? It's only 15 days until Eurovision, and some of our panel are going to make the trip to Tel Aviv. I'm one of them. Can't wait. So excited. Oh, and look who's back. It's my co-host, Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hi.
How are you? What's that you're wearing?
Is it too late for love, Stuart?
I thought
since you got to sing with John Ludwig, I'd just get a T-shirt instead.
Oh, bless.
You know,
it looks so lovely too.
Oh.
Good to have you back, Tom. Did you have a nice week off?
Oh, I had an amazing week off. It was great, actually. I did a quiz, and the moment a Eurovision question got asked, the team knew exactly what to do. They handed me the pad and paper. Exactly that. And we won.
Always good we got a Eurovision fan in your quiz team, right?
Exactly.
So who have we got on the show? I'm going to say a big welcome back to Danny, who I would normally say all the way from Australia, but she's not like Mitchell. She's instead decided it'd be easier to make the trip to Germany so she doesn't have to get up at 5 a.m. Hi, Danny.
Hello.
It's been a while since we saw you. We saw you on the Australian special. We talked all about Kate Miller-Heidke. See, tonight's a bit different. Thank you for joining us. Great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. And of course, we're going to be seeing a bit more of you in Tel Aviv.
Yes.
I bet you're excited.
I am.
Yeah, it's been such a fantastic time. And hello to Eileen. Eileen's our only Belgium tonight. Hey, Eileen.
Yay. Hello.
Doing it for the French Massive. How are you?
I don't speak French, so I don't know.
You don't? I thought you did. Sorry, my apologies.
No.
Just Dutch.
Yes.
Just Dutch. Or is it?
A
Is
bit
that
of
right?
Swedish.
Dutch. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. A bit of Swedish. Yes.
Yes.
Talking of Swedish. Hello to Gustav.
Good evening, everyone.
How's Stockholm, Gustav?
Stockholm is cold. It actually snowed today.
Yes, you were saying. Sorry about that. It's relatively mild here, and just to rub it in, it's 26 degrees in Tel Aviv. Hello to Joe.
Hi, Stu.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Thanks, Joe. Good to see you as always.
Yeah, good.
Hello to Martin. Hey, Martin.
Hello, Stuart. Hello, everybody else.
Have you packed all your bags ready for our trip next week?
No, not at all. Not started yet. So that's probably tomorrow's job. I keep meaning to get the suitcase out of the cupboard, and then I'll start packing.
Just very well, it doesn't know. But pure fluke, me and Martin just happened to be on the same flight over to Tel Aviv, which wasn't meant to be the case. I missed the 2 flights later. Hello to Nicholas. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
All the way from Denmark, Nicholas, of course, joins us again.
We had snow here as well, by the way. So it's been great.
Scandinavian thing. Yes. And finally, waking up at the crack of dawn once again, we say hello to Mitch all the way from sunny, probably not so sunny right now, probably very dark Sydney.
Good morning. Hi, everyone.
And can I just say, Mitchell, you look so good for it as well this morning.
Thank you. It's called 3 hours sleep.
You look almost as great as Kate Miller-Heidke after a 22-hour flight to Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
So what's on the agenda today? We are going to get into some duels. So we're going to talk about 2 countries fighting off against each other. And then we're also going to get into the big 5. So we're going to look at Switzerland taking on Malta. We're going to look at Netherlands taking on Austria, 2 big ballads. Cyprus taking on Greece. On the one week we really go into detail with Cyprus. Guess who's not here? Oben's not here. Azerbaijan take on San Marino. And then we're going to find out who of the big 5 will finish highest. And let's not forget, we have been voting on the Eurovision semi-finals for the past 2 weeks. Tonight's the night. We are going to find out who out of the 26 will be our Eurovision 2019 winner. So let's start by saying hello again to Tom. Tom.
Hello.
Can you remind me where people can watch this show and also listen to on podcast?
Well, don't forget, you can, first of all, catch up on YouTube. Then also, you've got Twitter and Facebook to subscribe just to get your fix in between the weeks. And then don't forget, if you're on your way to work, you can tune into us on Spotify, iTunes, and Snitcher.
Snitcher.
No, Snitcher. Snitcher, not Stitcher. Snitcher, not Stitcher.
Oh my God, this joke's going to go on forever, isn't
Exactly.
it? Let's talk about the first duel, Switzerland versus Malta. So Switzerland are sending Luca Hani with the song You Got Me, or is it Dirty Dancing? I haven't quite decided yet. And they take on Malta. Michaela, who hasn't shown up to any party just yet, singing the song Chameleon. I'm going first to Martin for his opinion on which of these two he prefers and which you think will finish highest.
Out of these two, I'd say of all the duels you've picked, I'd probably say this is the closest and the toughest to call, really. I mean, they're both potentially, for me, they've both got an outside chance of winning Eurovision. Switzerland, I saw him at Eurovision in concert, or the sort of video footage, you all saw him live, and he was on a Swiss or a German show where he was doing the dancing. He's got the choreography brilliant. It looks amazing. If he can sing and dance, then he's got a damn good chance. And seeing this is Switzerland we're talking about, and normally we're saying, will Switzerland make it to the final? It's like, wow, I think anything they get this year is going to be a big bonus for them. But, potentially top 5, definitely top 10. Malta, we have heard Michaela sing live now because she did a party or something in Malta this weekend, and she can sing that song really well. So I like that song.
She's come out of hiding, has she? Because she's turned down every party so far.
I think they're just getting everything right because she's got the choreographers who did Loreen staging and Polygenova staging, and the people who did the lighting for Jamala. So if that all works, Malta out of the blue could have one of their best results ever. I'd like to go for Malta out of those two, but it's a tough one to call. It could be either of those two who are getting higher, But I think they're both going to be top 10 at the very least.
Thank you, Martin. So Martin is going for Malta. Danny, what's your choice?
I'm channeling Patrick Swayze here and picking Switzerland over Malta. I do love both, but I think that Luca's probably got the edge over Michaela. And plus, it'd be interesting to have that kind of song sung by a guy. So, yeah, definitely Switzerland for me.
Thank you, Danny. Joe, what's your pick?
I'm agreeing with Danny. I am going for Switzerland. I just find that the songs, to me, the song's catchier. I think he sings it better, yes. I saw him at pre-parties. I saw him in Amsterdam, and we haven't seen Michaela really. I just think that he just needs to improve the vocals a little bit, and I think then with the choreography, and it's a better song. So yeah, definitely Switzerland.
And Gustav, we haven't seen Michaela move yet. We see her. We've heard her sing. We've heard the song for some time. It's topping the betting. It's pretty high, but can she move? And are we expecting some really sort of top choreography for Malta this year, or what could we be expecting from them?
I have high expectation. I hope that she can move. Mostly it is because of her choreographer, though. Ambra Suchi's great. But I have to be honest, my favorite is also Switzerland. I think it's the more likable song of these two.
Thank you.
A quick, likable song.
Yeah, thank you, Gustav. Nicholas?
Yes. See, okay, so here's the thing, right? I don't think I've spent enough time on this show talking about how much I love Malta this year, and I've always been a sucker for Malta for whatever reason. They've been in my top 10 for many years. I really hope this can win. I really, really hope this can win. I love Switzerland as well. They are my two favorite songs. So out of all these that we're talking about today, this is definitely the hardest pick because I think both of them have qualities. I think it all comes down to staging. It all comes down to staging this year with some of the big favorites because staging and vocals as well can really make it or break it. But of course, I'm going to go with Malta because it is my absolute favorite this year.
And Marty's just put in the chat bar that the viewers obviously can't see. She doesn't need to move. They can have 5 other dancers move around her. Does that really ever work at Eurovision? Just thinking back to Malta last year and Christabel and Taboo. I really like that song, but it just didn't work, did it? She's just so static.
It can work if they have like good choreography and if it makes sense, because if you think about it, in the music video she barely moves at all, but it gives this like special kind of atmosphere, and if they can bring something like that to the final, I think this could really stand out, because I think if this just has like a big choreography and that's the whole thing of it, I think the song loses some of its like special magic, some of its special energy in the song. So I hope they can somehow, interpret what they've done in the music video, because I think that works really great with the song.
Aline, has Switzerland taken the model from Cyprus last year and replaced Eleni with Luca?
Yes, it could be. I think and he's better, It's a guy dancing, singing about dirty dancing. I think it will do well. I just hope that the staging will be around the expectations. Yes. It's also my favorite in the Duel, so I'm pretty looking forward to it.
Yeah. Okay. So far, most people were going for Cyprus, Switzerland, over Malta, with the exception of Nicholas and Tom. Maybe the chat room.
Over in the chat room, Stuart, it's a hive of activity, and I'll be honest, they are all #Team Malta. They seem to love it. We've got comments saying that Malta will surprise us. Malta's in my top 10. Malta's easily the best song. Everyone seems to rate Malta really, really, really highly, which is a shame, because I'm #Team Switzerland. But the chat room has spoken. I personally, I think Switzerland will probably finish around about the same place as Malta. They're going to be there or thereabouts, both of them, aren't they?
Thank you, Tom. Mitchell, let's round this off. What's your view? And maybe you can talk for some of the Australian people now. Danny's in Germany. What are we thinking back in Australia? Are we loving this banger, or are we thinking Malta?
Well, I've got to be careful what I say, because Laurel Barker is here watching over me. But yeah, no, I actually like both of these songs a lot. So it's really difficult to kind of choose one over the other, but they've also got really good qualities. They're all really different for an up-tempo song. I don't think it's true that you can say that all the up-tempo songs sound the same this year. And I think the jury will like each for different reasons. My favorite would have to be, out of those two, Malta. I think that Michaela has a really good kind of R&B voice with it. She belts really high at times, and I think it could be a really good performance song. So I'm really excited to see how it looks. Maybe they're putting suspense into it to try and win everyone over last minute, kind of like some artists did last year. But yeah, I think Malta, the song is really hooky for me, and so is Switzerland. But I think Malta has some really good qualities.
But you're going for Team Laurel, aren't you?
In this case, I might have to pick Michaela over Laurel Barker.
Shock! Yeah. What will you do with your shrine?
I know. I have to do like some Hail Laurels or something.
Yeah, and do we know if Laurel Barker wrote the Maltese song, since she wrote all other 40?
She's under an alias if that's the case. But
yeah, I'd put money on it. She's got to have her hand in it somewhere, hasn't she?
Yeah.
So I think what we're going to do now, we're going to go around the panel once more. I'm just going to ask for one name, Switzerland or Malta, and then we're going to tally them up and find out who we think's won. I'm going to start with Danny.
Switzerland.
One for Switzerland. Aline.
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Gustav.
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Joe.
Switzerland.
Do I need to bother anymore? Martin.
I'd still go for Malta.
Malta. Oh, okay. Okay, 4-1. Mitchell.
Malta.
4-2. Nicholas.
Malta.
4-3. Oh, okay. It's made a comeback. Tom.
Team Switzerland all the way. Whee!
Oh, okay. Switzerland have just pipped. I think that's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, if I'm being honest. There you go. We think Switzerland are going to finish higher than Malta. Should we do some votes? Over to you, Tom.
Yes, we are currently voting in the most exciting thing to hit ESC Fan TV this year so far. It's the grand final of our little Eurovision Song Contest, and we are after some votes. And I would like to take this opportunity to say, good evening, Joanne. May we have your votes, please?
Good evening, Tom. These are the votes from Joe's jury. We have Italy, 1 point.
L'Italie, 1 point.
We have Switzerland, 2 points.
La Suisse, 2 points.
We have the Czech Republic, 3 points.
République de Czech, 3 points.
We have United Kingdom, 4 points.
Le Royaume-Uni, 4 points.
We have Azerbaijan, 5 points.
Azerbaijan, 5 points.
Estonia, 6 points.
L'Estonie, 6 points.
Sweden, 7 points.
La Suède, 7 points.
Victor Crone is never going to forgive you now, Joe.
Sorry.
That's it. That's
Hashtag
it.
Victor, I love you.
The date is off.
Date. I'm old enough to be his mom, unfortunately.
You still would, though, wouldn't you?
Where was I? Oh, yeah, Spain, 8 points.
L'Espagne, 8 points.
The Netherlands, 10 points.
Hollande, 10 points.
No, Les Pays-Bas.
La Pays-Bas, there we go.
Les Pays-Bas. Oh, Les Pays-Bas. And my 12 points for Norway.
Norvège, 12 points.
Hey, woo! There you go.
Looks like we're off to a spirit in the sky. I think that's Norway into an early lead there, Stuart.
Yeah.
You sound so excited by this.
Please.
Well,
Well, I'm not sure it's even going to qualify, Tom, but there we go. Just me.
Whilst you tally them up, we'll get some more votes, shall we? And I'm going to go across to Germany, and I'm going to say, Danny, can we have your votes, please?
Jury of me.
Kann ich haben
On
ein
1
Voten?
On 1 point, Denmark.
Denmark, 1 point.
On 2 points, Norway.
La Norvège, 2 points.
That's more like it.
3 points, Switzerland.
La Suisse, 3 points.
On 4 points, Czech Republic.
République de Czech, 4 points.
On 5 points, Cyprus.
Chypre, 5 points.
On 6 points, San Marino.
San Marino, 10 points.
7 points, Iceland.
Islande, 7 points.
On 8 points, Australia.
L'Australie, 8 points.
10 points go to Estonia.
L'Estonie, 10 points.
And the 12 points of my jury of 1 go to Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan, 12 points.
Danny, I'm disappointed that you had every opportunity to give your 12 to Australia and you didn't take it.
I can't show bias, Stuart.
Mitchell will. It's fine. He'll do it for you.
Thank you very much for your votes, Danny. We're going to be collecting some more votes later, but I think in the meantime, I think it's time for us to get some songs to fight out a little bit more. Stuart, over to you.
Yes, in this next round of boxing, we are bringing in Netherlands and Austria, two absolute worldy ballads. Netherlands, of course, Duncan Lawrence with the song Arcade, and Panda with the song Limits. Which one is going to finish highest? I'm going to come to the other Australian on the panel this evening, Mitchell, first for his take on this duel. Mitchell, the floor is yours.
Okay, these two songs, yeah, they're really special in different ways. I think Austria is really a vulnerable song. I think it's very sobering, and I think if you really go deep with Austria, you will kind of go on the journey that Panda is going on. I'm super interested to see how this will be live. I haven't seen a live variation of this yet, so I'm very keen. And Netherlands is I guess it's also intimate, but it's on a completely another spectrum. I love he's kind of got like a jazzy tone if you listen right at the beginning, and I think it's a really kind of, the chorus is really in your face compared to Austria. If I had to pick one over the other, I would pick Le Beba and go to the Netherlands with this one.
Thank you, Mitchell. Nicholas, what's your view?
Yes. See, I think the easiest answer would definitely be Netherlands, and I think that's what I'm gonna go with as well. I really like the song, and I really like the atmosphere that the song is creating, both when you watch the music video, but also just in general when you hear the song. You know, I can feel the lyrics. That being said, Austria is probably one of the songs that I'm most interested to see live, because I think this song has a lot more potential than a lot of people, you know, give it. And I think with the right kind of staging, I think this could once again be a year where Austria kind of comes out of nowhere and gets a good placing, because the song is it's very raw and it's very emotional. And if you can get that across in a believable way on the stage, I think a lot of people will vote for it, because it is vulnerable and it is something that you remember for the raw and honest sound. But I'm gonna go with the Netherlands still.
Thank you, Nicholas. Joe.
Yeah,
Joe,
I'm
what's your
agreeing.
take?
Yeah, totally agreeing. I think I mean I love Panda very much. I think she's a gorgeous lady, really lovely song, very sweet ballad. I just think that the Netherlands is better. It's nothing against her performance or her song at all. It's definitely the fact that Arcade is heads and shoulders above anything almost, or you know, anything in the competition. I do think it's pretty unstoppable, if I'm honest. Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. Let's go to Martin for his take.
Right, I love Panda. She was a delight to chat with and interview in London. She's really good live. I've got her first album and the second album now, but there really isn't any competition. The Netherlands is going to be, for me, I can see it being far ahead of Austria, which is a shame. I'm not even sure if Austria is going to make it into the final, but I've got her higher than the Netherlands. But realistically, it's whether the Netherlands staging is good enough to make it, to let it win, because it's that good. I mean, he's that good. His stage presence is that good. His vocals are amazing. It's just whether the staging is good enough to actually let him win, and we're all going to the Netherlands next year.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't complain. It's easy to get to. It's probably cheaper than Tel Aviv as well. But there won't be any sun, let's be honest. Be like, I mean,
so would there be a Eurovision in concert if there was if we're in the Netherlands? I don't know.
Be in a different country.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it doesn't have to be in Amsterdam, does it?
I think it probably would be. That's of course if they win, which is not certain. So let's go over to Eline. Eline, obviously from Belgium, the Netherlands next door. What's your take on this then?
The Netherlands, of course. I have to agree with Martin and Joanne. I think the Netherlands is far more above Austria, and I think they will do well. I like the song more, and I think when I play the song to other people, they're always like, "Oh yeah, Netherlands is better than Austria." So I think Europe will like it also more. So yeah, I think it's Netherlands.
Thank you, Elaine. Gustav.
Yeah, both of these songs are in my top 5, and everyone have had really good points. But I'm going to go for Austria. Fuck it.
I like
That's
your
the best
style.
reason we've had so far. Best reason.
Yeah, just fuck it. Brilliant. God, Gustav, you never cease to amaze me.
Yeah.
Danny, top that.
I don't think I can. I do have some blue hair,
Ooh,
but
yes.
I'm putting all of my pennies in the slot and going for Netherlands.
Nice.
Good choice of words, yeah, and probably a good place to put your pennies too. And let's go to Tom. Tom, what's your view, and what's the view of the chat room?
The chat room's basically said this is a David versus Goliath duel, with the Netherlands basically likely to come out on top. Although there is love for Panda there, they just don't think she's going to actually be able to overcome the Netherlands on the night. Me personally, I mean, let's be honest, Duncan's performance at LEP was absolutely amazing. You could have heard a pin drop. His engagement with the audience, his vocals, the whole thing was just amazing. And, you know, if he replicates that in Tel Aviv, then quite frankly, he's sailing through to the final, and the Netherlands are going to get their best result in at least 5 years since Common Linux came second.
Thank you, Tom. Great. So let's go around the panel one last time for everyone's view on whether Netherlands or Austria will finish highest. Let's start with Danny. Danny.
Netherlands.
Aline.
Netherlands.
Gustav.
Austria.
Joe.
The Netherlands.
Martin.
Yep, Netherlands for me.
Mitchell.
The Netherlands.
Nicholas.
The Netherlands.
And Tom. I'm glad you're counting because I lost complete control of that one.
But the Netherlands, although next year, Stuart, can we invest in better scoreboard technology, because this really isn't working for me.
Do you need a whiteboard or
Yeah,
something?
I think I've just literally spat that out.
It's 7-1.
7-1
I hope
Netherlands.
everyone is having a great evening.
Right, let's do some voting, shall we, Tom? Over to you.
I think we shall. Oh, right. Time for some voting, and we're going to go straight across to Aline. Can we have your votes, please?
Yes, of course. Okay, so my 1 point goes to the United Kingdom.
Le Royaume-Uni, 1 point.
My 2 points go to Finland.
Finland, 2 points.
My 3 points go to Malta.
La Malte, 3 points.
4 to Cyprus.
Chypre, 4 points.
My 5 go to Netherlands.
Les Pays-Bas, 5 points.
Well, hang on. I've had a drink. Can we slow down a bit, please? 3 points Malta, or did it go somewhere else?
3 points Malta, 4 points Cyprus.
Right, okay. I'm back on track again. Carry on.
Yes. So where was I? 6? I don't know.
5.
Yeah, 6. 5 goes to the Netherlands.
Didn't hear
Okay.
that.
We're on to 6.
Okay, 6 Australia.
L'Australie, 6 points.
7 to Sweden.
La Suède, 7 points.
My 8 goes to Italy.
L'Italie, 8 points.
My 10 to Iceland.
Islande, 10 points.
And my 12 to Norway.
La Norvège, 12 points.
Really?
Yeah, sorry. Oops.
Stuart loves the Norwegian entry. He just has difficulty showing it sometimes. And it just comes very, very hard to him. But with some love and patience, we can get in there, people.
I thought you were going to go for Iceland.
I gave them 10.
You
But
did,
no,
huh?
I don't know. It was a hard choose. I couldn't choose, so I like Norway more. So I was like, I have to give them 12.
It's amazing what a week can do, isn't it?
Oh, right. Let's get some more votes. Let's go across to Sweden. Gustav, may we have your points, please?
Hey, Sverige!
Yes. So 1 point to Israel.
Israël, 1 point.
Oh, yay! A point for Kobe.
2 points to Australia.
L'Australie, 2 points.
3 points to Italy.
L'Italie, 3 points.
4 points to Czech Republic.
République de Tchèque, 4 points.
And 5 points to Sweden.
La Suède, 5 points.
6 points to Belgium.
La Belgique, 6 points.
That's the first points for Belgium.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oops.
7 points to France.
La France, 7 points.
8 points to the Netherlands.
Les Pays-Bas, 8 points.
10 points to Austria.
L'Australie, 10 points.
And 12 points, no surprise here, Greece.
La Grèce, 12 points. And you know what? I think that's going to make someone in the chat room very happy because they have been actually asking where the Greek points have been this evening.
They are here.
So there we go. Thank you very much for your points, Gustav. Stuart, do we have an overall leader at the moment, or are we just not concentrating on that at the moment?
Shall I? I can't because I've added in my score and also the rest of the world. So ask me that question. Shall I give you the rest of the world scores?
Okay, Stuart, could you give us the scores for the rest of the world, please?
Thank you for asking, Tom. Yes, of course I can. 1 point from the rest of the world to Norway. And I should probably explain what the rest of the world is. We asked all of our other guests to vote. And what we've done for the power of an Excel spreadsheet, we have sorted all of the votes up, tallied them up, and we have allotted the ones 12 points. So 1 point goes to Norway.
La Norvège, 1 point.
2 points goes to the United Kingdom.
Le Royaume-Uni, 2
I'm
points.
loving this. This is a scoreboard where we actually have points.
Like the most.
Yeah, I know. If only this was the real thing, eh?
Exactly.
3 points to Denmark.
Le Danemark, 3 points.
4 points to Malta.
La Malte, 4 points.
5 points to Cyprus. Sorry, Oben.
Chypre, 5 points.
6 points to Sweden.
La Suède, 6 points.
7 points to San Marino.
San Marino, 7 points.
Someone's going to agree with Danny here. 8 points to the Netherlands.
La Pays-Bas, 8 points.
10 points to Switzerland.
La Suisse, 10 points.
And the 12 points go to Italy.
L'Italie, 12 points. Oh,
There we go.
thank you very much, Stuart. And just coming back on your United Kingdom comment, let's also just have one moment of silence just to remember that time 22 years ago, Point Theatre Dublin, Katrina and the Waves won the Eurovision Song Contest for the United Kingdom, and we've barely got a point since.
But what a set of points we got, Tom.
Very true. Right.
I would
Back
just
to you
like
for
to
another deal.
point out that I'm from 1997. So, like, I still haven't experienced, because I was so small, I still haven't experienced the United Kingdom winning. Gotta get on it. Come on.
When
you
we
just-
do, we do it in style.
Were you born in 1997? Is that what
I
you're
was
telling me?
indeed.
You're actually telling me you were born in 1997?
Yes.
I've been
So,
so
I feel very old.
5 wins. Just.
What a buzzkill, man.
Moving on.
Quickly, let's move on. Right, should we talk more countries? Let's do Cyprus and Greece. Which one's going to finish highest? I'm going to go to Gustav first because I can see him chomping at the bit to talk about how wonderful Katerina Duska is. Go for it.
Yes. Everything is perfect. She's going to win. She's the best. That's it.
Is that it?
So yeah, Greece. Cyprus is not even close.
How's Oben doing in the chat room, Tom?
Oben's very quiet.
I suspect he is, yes. Danny,
very
Danny,
quiet.
what's your take on the Greek entry and the Cypriot entries this year, and which is your favourite?
Oh, it's so hard. I absolutely love both, but I do like a bit of replay. So I just a smidgen ahead for Cyprus.
Thank you, Danny. Joe, where are you sitting with this?
Oh, this was my most difficult decision. As a duel, I have to say that Cyprus just ahead, only because I think she's a better singer, and that's it really. I don't like the song any more than the other one, to be honest. But yeah, slight edge for Cyprus.
Thank you, Joe. Let's go to Denmark and Nicholas.
Yes, this was a tough one for me as well, but in the end I chose to go with my heart. I'm gonna go with Greece. I think there's nothing wrong with Cyprus, but I feel like what we've heard from Cyprus, we heard last year, and I think what they sent last year was a complete package that, you know, you couldn't really do much more with, and I fear that this year, you know, it will be a letdown because we expect so much from them. Greece, on the other hand, came and completely surprised me. I love it.
Thank you, Nicholas. Mitchell, what's your take?
This is a tough one. I love both songs. I think that Greece has that level of sophistication that will see it do pretty well with the jury. For me personally, I think that Greece is slightly better than Cyprus this year.
So it's okay, interesting so far. And Martin?
Yeah, Cyprus. If it'd been this year and last year swapped round, it would be last year would have been like, or Tamta would be like, wow. And I think Tamta's a better singer than Eleni, but I'm not sure how well it's going to be staged. And therefore, I think Cyprus is probably still on for a top 10. And if it wasn't for last year, that'd be like Cyprus would be going, wow, amazing. But I think it's not going to be doing as well. I love Greece. I love Catherine Duska. It's got a great voice. I think it's going to mop up loads of jury votes. Not sure how it's going to do with the televoters, but it's my number 3. So therefore, I'll be going for Greece.
Thanks, Martin. Elaine, what's your view?
It's a hard choose, but I would choose Cyprus because I just love the song more in total, and I have it like on replay almost every day. So Cyprus.
On replay. Was that a pun? And finally, Tom, there's a hive of activity in the chat room today, isn't there?
There is a massive hive of activity. I'll be perfectly honest. I think the chat room want to cast their votes at the moment. So I'm just furnishing them with our 26 countries. So they have this information to hand. I'll be honest, most people are favouring Greece, though. In this case, they are very much in favour of that. However, I'll be honest, I don't get it. I do not get that Greek song at all. Yeah, Team Cyprus all the way. Oban, we love you.
I'm getting Greece now, actually. I'm with Gustav. I think it's really beautiful. I'm just going to stay same as last time. I don't get the video. I won't get it, I don't think, until I see it live, because I'm reliably told she's taken the video and transported it on stage in Tel Aviv. So I have to wait and see what goes on there. But I love her voice. I think it reminds me of Annie Lennox. I think it's beautiful. And I'm hopeful for Greece this year. I couldn't say one way or another whether it's going to beat Cyprus or not right now, but song versus song, I think it's higher than Cyprus, is it not, in terms of the betting? Can anyone confirm that, or have I just made that up? There's a wall of silence. Someone get back to me at some point. So let's go down the group as before, and let's find out once and for all whether Cyprus has beaten Greece or vice versa. Danny, come in, Danny.
Oh, sorry. Bad Wi-Fi here.
No problem.
Cyprus.
We'll edit that bit out, Danny. It's fine.
We'll do it in post.
Yeah. Aline, what's your vote?
Cyprus.
And Gustav, I think we know who you're going for.
Yeah, Greece, of course.
Thank you. Joe?
Cyprus, and it is ahead. They are ahead of Greece in the betting.
Are they? So I did make it up. Great.
No.
Martin.
Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Say my name. Greece. For me.
Thank you. And Mitchell?
It's Greece.
And Nicholas?
Greece.
Tom?
It's Cyprus for me, which means it's a 4-4 draw.
Wow. I've not been voting in this, so I'll continue that way. We'll call it a draw, shall we?
Oh, no.
Ask the
it means
voters,
you get
ask the viewers.
Well, do
get-
you know what? The chat room seems to be favouring Greece. I think we have to go Greece.
I was going to say the chat room are favouring Greece at the moment.
There we go. Oh, it's a slight look of awkwardness on the panel. Right, should we do some more votes, Tom? Over to you.
Oh, definitely. And you know what? For a change, we're going to do a chat room vote first. This is deep in the chat room, who are going to start off, and they're giving, just giving 1 point to Iceland.
Can I just check? Is this everyone in the chat room, or is this
No,
individuals?
this is one person in the chat room. I'm leaving it up to you to collate.
You do realise we don't want to go until midnight, Tom.
It's fine. I've given them 4 minutes to vote.
And
we've
what
got
is this
2 seconds
person's
to vote.
name, or are we just calling
Deep.
them chat room person one?
No, Deep. D-E-E-P.
There's a person called Deep.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
And
Is that
I'm
their actual
expecting-
name, or is that their profile name?
It's their profile name.
Right. Okay.
I'm expecting you to do the French bit here. So it's Iceland, 1 point.
Islande, 1 point.
Azerbaijan, 2 points.
Azerbaijan, 2 points.
Switzerland, 3 points.
Hang on a minute. I'm typing as well as what was it? Switzerland.
Yeah.
Le Suisse, 3 points.
Greece, 4 points.
Le Grèce, 4 points.
Norway, 5 points.
La Norvège, 5 points.
Cyprus, 6 points.
Chypre, 6 points. 6 points.
Armenia has been given 7 points,
They're not in it.
which is interesting because they're not in it.
There's always one, isn't there?
Always
There's
one.
always one
Yeah.
has to go and screw it up. Pick
Yeah.
another country. Come on,
Well-
Deep. Sort your life out. Pick another
Well-
country.
We'll say to Deep, pick another country.
Can I say Stuart sounds like the guy in Little Mermaid that says le poisson, he, ha, ha.
As long as they don't sound like the Little Mermaid. All right.
I love it. I'll tell you what, we'll come back to the chat room. We'll get some other votes. This is an experiment that's not worked.
Come on,
So
Deep.
far.
Pick another country.
Oh, he said Cyprus again.
Oh, Cyprus. He's had Cyprus though. No,
Oh no, he's just deleted it. Bless him.
deleted
Yeah.
Cyprus.
Right. Your votes are null and void. We're moving on.
We'll move on.
Who's next?
I'll tell you what. We'll go for Martin's votes. We'll go for something safe and secure.
Yeah.
Martin,
Yes, hold on. Yeah,
can we have your votes, please?
indeed you can. So it's France, 1 point.
La France, 1 point.
Austria, 2 points.
L'Austria,
L'Autriche.
2 points.
Albania, 3 points.
Albanie, 3 points.
I'm not choosing these just to muck you about with French, but anyway. Iceland, 4 points.
Iceland, 4 points.
Italy, 5 points.
L'Italie, 5 points.
Norway, 6 points.
La Norvège, 6 points.
Malta, 7 points.
La Malte, 7 points.
Greece, 8 points.
La Grèce, 8 points.
Sweden, 10 points.
La Suède, 10 points.
And my 12 points go to Kate Miller-heidke, Australia.
Big surprise, l'Australie, 2 points. Oh, should we try the chat room again, Stuart?
If we must.
Do you know what? We're going to do the chat room and we're going to go across to someone who's actually been a panelist of ours. And it's David Ray, who is in the chat room.
From the Portugal.
From Portugal. He was our Portugal correspondent this year. And he starts off with 1 point to Denmark.
To Denmark. 1 point.
2 points to Israel.
Yeah, let's just chuck them in. 2 points Israel.
3 points to Malta.
Yeah. 3 points
4
Malta.
points to Sweden.
Yeah, got it.
5 points to Greece. 6
Yep.
points to Norway.
Yep.
7 points to Albania.
Yep.
8 points to Serbia. 10 points to Netherlands. 12 points to Italy. Thank you very much, David Ray, for your votes.
Got it.
Hey, and we will go to one more panelist to get their votes so far as well, just to keep Stuart on his toes. And let's go straight across to the golden sands of Sydney, to Mitchell. Can we have your votes, please?
Hi, everyone. Australia is up early this morning.
Did Australia go to bed this morning? That's why.
I don't have any asymmetrical clothing like Li Lin Chin. If you don't know who that is, you'll have to look that up. But yeah, I'm going to give the votes of Mitchell's jury anyway. So 1 point goes to France.
La France, 1 point.
2 points goes to Czech Republic.
République de Czech, 2 points.
3 points goes to Greece.
La Grèce, 3 points.
4 points goes to Switzerland.
La Suisse, 4 points.
5 points goes to Romania.
La Roumanie, 5 points.
6 points goes to Malta.
La Malte, 6 points.
7 points goes to Australia.
L'Australie, 7 points.
8 points goes to United Kingdom.
Le Royaume-Uni, 8 points.
10 points goes to Italy.
L'Italie, 10 points.
And 12 points goes to... who do you think? Sweden!
La Suède, 12 points.
That concludes the voting.
Thank you very much, Mitchell. Oh, Stuart, so much excitement. I think I'm going to have to pour myself another cocktail. Let's get on with another duel. So to you.
Whiskey cocktails, rum, rum, rum.
Passion fruit martini, actually. Other varieties are available.
Azerbaijan and San Marino, which is going to finish highest. Let's start with you, Danny. What's your view?
I'm heartbroken by this duel. Like, I absolutely adore Serhat. But I think it's going to be Azerbaijan. So I'm going to have to go with Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan, yes. Genghis and Truth. I've got a funny feeling that's going to do rather well, you know. Yeah. Aline.
I still don't quite know until this moment. I love San Marino. I really love it, but I don't think it's going to do well, so I have to choose Azerbaijan. I don't know. Yes, I have to choose Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. Okay, let's go to Denmark. Let's go to talk to Nicholas.
Yes, I'm going to keep it short and simple. This is going to be the year of San Marino. I can feel it.
Well, we've already think is that Serhat's going to qualify, so he's gone one better than last time.
It's done well here. It's done well on a lot of other fan votes. I think if everyone can get behind it, it can do well.
So he finished 11th, right, in 2016. And he was, what, a couple of points off qualifying?
It was very close. And arguably, I think San Marino has a lot more of an idea of where they're going with this song, whereas with I Didn't Know, I think they just kind of like, oh, we're doing a disco song now. Cool, let's just do something disco staging. We don't know. I think this year they're really coming for it. I think he can do it.
And he's on last in the semi-final.
Gonna be great. I can't wait.
Yeah, he's qualifying, isn't he?
Definitely.
He's got to. Martin.
Okay, just one sentence. San Marino are my number 41 this year. So that answers this duel, doesn't it? Genghis will be.
Well, that took a turn, didn't it?
How has this happened, Martin? How have you turned into this person? What's happened?
41. I love Serhat. Is a great guy. It's just I can't stand this song. So
have you played this song on Let Me Be the One?
Yeah, well, yes, I've played all of them, so it's fine. It's there, and I don't mind it, but it's just out of all of them, I prefer the other 40.
Fair enough.
So it will be on second on this week's show because I'm on the roof the Ukraine song that didn't happen, and then number 41 is the next song. So there you go.
So can I just check? You actually prefer this to Georgia? That's actually a thing.
No, I prefer Georgia. There's not much in it. I mean, we're talking down the bottom. I mean, basically, out of 10, San Marino, Montenegro are 4 out of 10. Georgia is 5. So Georgia's not suddenly up in my top 10. But slightly better. I think that Otto is a better singer, and he's got something about him that you think, well, there's something more redeemable about his performance than seeing Sir. And we don't know.
He actually won a fan vote, didn't he? He's one of the ones that. Otto from Georgia. He won a fan vote to win this year.
Every year, one nation gets bots and God knows what else to put them in. It's normally Albania, Georgia, I don't know, Armenia, Azerbaijan, one of them, and they'll win a fan vote. Does anyone really, really think Georgia are going to get through the semi-final?
Of course, us fans know everything, don't we? Of course we do. Joe, Azerbaijan or San Marino? I was moving on pretty quickly for you there, Martin. Azerbaijan, San Marino, Joe.
I'm shook, Martin. That's what I'm going to say. I'm shook. San Marino are going to qualify. Absolutely, I've got no doubt. But Azerbaijan is one of my very favourite songs, so going for that one.
Who haven't I come to? Let's go to Australia and Mitchell.
There was a guy who used to be a commentator for Australia called Sam Payne, and he used to not know anything about Eurovision, and then through time he became a convert. And I feel like that's the same with Sir Hat. Sir Hat, when he did I Didn't Know, looked like he'd never even heard of Eurovision, and he was a bit like had a culture shock when he was on stage. Now I know he's done all the cruises, he's really into it, and he's really tapped into what the fans like about him anyway, and he's kind of made this song. By the way, it's co-written by someone who wrote The Power of Love, if you remember that song. I couldn't believe that. And but this song I never thought that I would get on board the Sir Hat train, but this year I'm liking it. I'm not loving it. Obviously, it wasn't in my top 10, but it was not too far off. So in this instance, I'm going with San Marino.
Wonderful. Gustav.
Yeah, so here's the deal. Both songs are really good, and I think both songs are going to do good. So I have to choose one, and then I have to go by the looks of the singers. So it's Azerbaijan for me.
Azerbaijan for Gustav.
Yes.
And Tom, back with you.
Well, what can we say? Do you know what we can say, Stuart? Na na na, do 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 na na na. Yeah, San Marino all the way. I'll be honest, I never really have been aboard the Azerbaijani train. I think they could probably send the best thing ever written, and I probably still would never get behind it because I still haven't quite forgiven them for winning over Italy in 2011. Therefore, as far as I'm concerned, it's the year of San Marino, 100%. And crazy Eurovision related dream last night. I had a dream that I was actually watching Eurovision on a beach in Australia and San Marino won. It's fate.
Where would it actually be hosted though if San Marino ever won Eurovision? And Italy. Well, yeah, I guess. Yes.
Couldn't they just make the whole country into like just one big Eurovision stage? Let's do it. Just put a whole tent over the country.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Although it'll end up, let's face it, it'll be where they had the final of 1 in 360 in some random warehouse in Slovakia. With a bunch of cult members sitting on the side in like rows.
Right, so not the final vote. The final vote for this duel is Azerbaijan, San Marino. Danny, let's round this off. Who are you picking?
Azerbaijan.
Aline.
Azerbaijan.
Gustav.
Azerbaijan.
Joe.
Azerbaijan.
Do I even bother coming to Martin?
Yeah, which one do you think I'm going to pick? You guess.
Mitchell.
San Marino.
Nicholas.
San Marino.
And Tom, what's the scores?
It is 5-3 to Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. Now, I can see there's some activity in the chat room, Tom, and we've got loads of votes here. So how do you want to do this?
Well, Stuart, what I thought I'd do is, and I'll, shout out to everyone in the chat room that's voted. Random Danish guy, Topaz, to Deep, to David Ray, to Constantios as well, who's voted. It's brilliant. We're not going to have time to read out all your votes, but Stuart has got a copy of them, so he can put them onto his spreadsheet, which I'm sure he's going to do very soon.
Are you taking the piss? Seriously? There's about 50 votes on here.
There's 4 sets of votes. You'll be fine.
Thanks ever so much, mate.
I thought what we'd do is I'd just run through the votes very quickly, and then you've got the votes at a glance.
You are a scholar and a gent, Tom. Let's do that.
So set of votes number 1. We've got 1 point for the Czech Republic, 2 points for Malta, 3 points for Norway, 4 points for Cyprus, 5 points for Switzerland, 6 points for Italy, 7 points for Spain.
Well, hang on. 5 points Switzerland.
6 points for Italy.
Yep.
7 points for Spain.
Yep.
8 points for Portugal.
Portugal aren't in it.
Scrap those votes. And on to the next one.
This is going great.
What is going
I
on?
love it. This is the best show we've had so far. This is where we're peaking.
I mean, this has got to be a parallel universe. This is not my life.
You love it. It's fine.
Do you want one of us to add them up and just shout all together or something?
That is a fantastic idea, Joe. Can I nominate you to do that for me, please?
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. So I'm going to scrap Deep's vote, and we'll add them all up, and we'll go for that at the end.
Yeah.
So, Tom, should we talk to some other guests and get their votes?
I was going to say let's get some votes from the panel, and let's move on to Nicholas. Nicholas, can we have your votes, please?
Yes, let's do it. So I'm gonna start off in dangerous territories. 1 point goes to the United Kingdom.
So we'll take it.
2
1
points.
point these days, by the way, is a triumph. It's not dangerous territory.
You know, I picked it for my list. It says something. Okay, 2 points goes to Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan, 2 points.
3 points goes to Sweden.
La Suède, 3 points.
Bit of surprise for many. 4 points goes to Germany.
Deutschland.
Yay, they're off the bottom.
Alemania, 3 points.
So can I just say that's every country with at least 1 point now.
Amazing. 5 points goes to Denmark.
Le Denmark, 5 points.
6 points goes to the Netherlands.
Le Pays-Bas, 6 points.
7 points goes to Czech Republic.
République de Czech, 7 points.
8 points goes to Romania.
La Roumanie, 8 points.
10 points goes to Switzerland.
La Suisse, 10 points.
And of course, finally, 12 points goes to Malta.
La Malte, 12 points. Thank you very much, Nicholas. Which means, Stuart, there's only 2 sets of votes to go, I think.
There is.
I've actually done the rest of the panel. So, in which case, Stuart.
Is it my votes? Is it my turn?
It is. It's your turn. Are we going to get a rendition of John Ludwig? Let me guess. Did you sing that with him as well?
Now, I'll just give you my scores. Yeah. So 1 point to Belgium.
La Belgique, 1 point.
2 points to Serbia.
La Serbie, 2 points.
3 points to Iceland.
Iceland, 3 points.
4 points to Sweden.
La Suède, 4 points.
5 points to Austria.
Autriche, 5 points.
6 points to the Netherlands.
Le Pays-Bas, 6 points.
7 points to Switzerland.
La Suisse, 7 points.
8 points to Italy.
L'Italie, 8 points.
My 10 points goes out with all my heart, with all my love to my neighbours in Australia.
L'Australie, 10 points.
And my 12 points goes to, she was only a neighbor.
Republic the Czech, 2 points.
Yay!
It's your turn, your turn, Tom. I better do your votes, hadn't I?
I was going to say, it'd be nice if you asked me for my votes, you know,
Yeah,
Stuart.
Tom, can we have your votes, please?
Well, good evening, Stuart, and thank you very much for a wonderful show this evening. You've put on a great show, and the interval act was superb.
I love your dress, by the way. That was the best part of the evening.
Especially when it fell off.
Especially that.
We are starting with Estonia, 1 point.
L'Estonie, 1 point.
Belgium, 2 points.
Le Belgique, 2 points.
Israel, 3 points.
L'Israël, 3 points.
San Marino, 4 points.
San Marino, 4 points.
Australia, 5 points.
Australia, 5 points.
Cyprus, 6 points.
Cyprus, 6 points.
Denmark, 7 points.
Le Denmark, 7 points.
Czech Republic, 8 points.
Or is it Republic de Czech?
Republic of Czech.
8 points.
Switzerland, 10 points.
The Swiss, 10 points.
And finally, Sweden, 12 points.
The Swede, 2 points. Thank you for your votes.
Thank you very much, Stuart.
Right, now we have the awkward moment where we realise no one's actually added up the points. Joe, how are you getting on?
We've got another.
I have, yeah.
Does this include David Ray, or am I keeping his separately?
No. Yeah. Well, this is what I'm doing is I've just decided to add everyone's up and then convert them to a lot of points.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right? Make it a bit quicker.
Yeah. Can I just confirm that?
Yeah. Hang on a minute then. I'm almost there. Right, go on. I'm going to go for it. Okay.
Go for it, Joe. If you want us to sing, so give you 3 minutes interval just to prepare your votes, we're happy to do that.
We'll
start with.
Can anyone play the flute so we can play like the Eurovision theme on the flute like they did with the allocation draw?
Did anyone see Madonna perform?
This is really bad.
I'll tell you what we do, Joe.
Just ad lib for about a minute, okay? Because I'm adding them up.
What we're going to do is we're going to actually do the last segment of the show, because that would be a really good idea, wouldn't it?
It's an even better idea.
Finish the show off properly. Let's talk about the Big Five and who out of the Big Five might finish highest. Who do we think? Let's go to Mitchell first.
Oh, sorry, what was the question? Yeah, the Big Five. Okay, well, there's some ones in the Big Five and hosting for me that are down that I have to kind of put in my top 26 because I have to. And then there's some that are right at the top this year, which is really cool to see. And yeah, as you know, like my top out of them are Italy. So yeah.
So you're going Italy?
Yeah.
Not the United Kingdom?
No, very closely behind though.
Good. Just to clarify that, Mitchell, yeah? You know, our friendship, you know, we're riding on this, yeah? Nicholas, I can count on you, can't I? The United Kingdom's going to finish top of the Big Five, right?
So, well, this is awkward now, isn't it? Right. Okay. So I've never bought into the Italy hype, and I never do. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I've never bought into the hype. I think Spain is going to really surprise us this year. I think they have something that's fun, and it's for once very true to the music that we usually hear from Spain. It can be the Spanish summer hit that we will all listen to all summer long. So I'm going to go with Spain.
You go with Spain. Okay, excellent. And Martin, what's your view?
There you go. Sold in Italy. Yeah. I think Spain could surprise people. I think that if they could do it like the national final and it look unpolished rather than amateurish, I think it could get a lot of televotes. But I think overall Italy's going to be the best of the Big Five.
Thank you, Martin. Danny, surely it's the UK for you.
Oh, you know I love Michael, but Spain, Italy, Spain. It's all about the money. I'm going for Soldi.
Soldi for Italy and Mahmood. Aline.
It's Italy.
There you go.
Right. Now, no UK. I was counting on at least one of you. Gustav.
Yeah, I'm going to go for France as a dark horse here.
France is the dark horse. And Joe, how are you getting on?
I'm doing all right.
Have I bought you
Spain,
enough
by the
time?
way.
Spain.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Spain for me. Yeah.
Spain.
Spain.
Okay. Tom.
And I'm ready.
Well, Stuart, this is a tough conundrum. Personally, I think Italy or Spain will come out on top. Haven't quite decided, but there is a little part of me that thinks the United Kingdom is going to do really well in the jury vote this year. And not that that's ever going to swing it in the direction of the UK coming the top of the Big Five, but I think it's going to do better than most people think.
And what did the chat room say, Tom?
And the chat room are basically saying it's Italy.
Italy in the chat room?
Italy in the chat room.
Well, that's great. Well, it's good to know that the panel here have selected the United Kingdom to finish the highest out of all of the Big Five this year. Thank you, panel. Now we're going to go back to the votes. I'm going to go to Joe. Joe, how are you getting on? And are we ready for the chat room votes?
I think I am now. I've only added up the ones that were on our chat. So all the other people that have added theirs, I do apologise. I haven't looked. Okay, so we're going to go for 1 point for Sweden.
La Suède, 1 point.
Yeah, and we're going for 2 points for Iceland.
Iceland, 2 points.
Okay, we've got 3 points for France.
La France, 3 points.
And we have 4 points for Switzerland.
La Suisse, 4 points.
We have 5 points for Australia.
L'Australie, 5 points.
And then we have 6 points for Cyprus.
La Chypre, 6 points.
And don't faint, we have 7 points for the United Kingdom.
Le Royaume-Uni, 7 points.
We have 8 points for Italy.
L'Italie, 8 points.
We have 10 points for Malta.
La Malte, 10 points.
And we have 12 points to Greece.
La France, 12 points. And Gustav goes wild.
And that's only the ones from that we mentioned. I probably have missed one out. I did want to.
Apologies to people in the chat room if your votes did not get counted. But I did give you a 4-minute window, and I did paste the votes that we had after 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the pressure's on me now, isn't it?
Stuart is busy calculating away in the hive of activity that is the scoreboard. He's obviously pleasantly surprised. We have up-to-date modern scoreboard technology here, as you know. But
Stuart Olasand.
But whilst we wait to get the votes ready, let's not forget that we're back in our usual time slot next week. Wednesday, 9 o'clock UK time. That's 10 p.m. Central European time. We're going to be back. We're going to be back doing some more duels. Alas, no voting. And maybe we might even pick some items that Stuart could pick for Tel Aviv. I think that's a good idea. We could come up with your packing list for you and stuff. That'd work, wouldn't it?
Probably, because I won't have packed by then anyway. So I mean, that would be really helpful. I'm not even allowed on a train if I've not got a label. So I mean, there's time still, Tom. Yeah, you tell me what to wear in Tel Aviv and I'll wear it. But as long as Oben's not picking it, that's fine.
Is Oben coming on the show on Wednesday?
Apparently.
Hey, in which case Oben will be picking them all the way. Right, Stuart, have we bought you enough time?
Yeah, we have, and there's actually a runaway winner.
Hey, right, okay.
Weirdly,
let's go over to Stuart for the scoreboard.
Okay, so 26 songs. Should we do this? Should we do this from bottom up? We start with who came last.
Of course.
2 points, and last place, 26th place, is Finland with 2 points. 25th with 4 points is Germany. That's 24th, isn't it? 24th position with 6 points is the hosts, Israel. Then we have Spain with 8 points. So Spain, fourth bottom again. They just can't get out of the bottom 5, Spain, can they?
Okay.
Then we have fifth from bottom. Sadly, sorry, Aline, we have Belgium with 9 points. Then we have Albania with 10 points. In fact, we have Albania and Serbia both on 10 points. We then have France on 12 and Romania on 13. So they are the bottom 9. So the next up with there's 4 countries on 17 points. Denmark, Austria, San Marino, and Estonia. So that is the bottom 13. So now we're into the top half, aren't we? So with 19 points, it's Azerbaijan. Don't sound all excited.
Yay!
Yay!
This is when I start thinking we need rehearsals.
You can now buy tickets for the jury final of ESC Fan TV.
12th position with 20, in fact, 12th and 11th position with 26 points is Iceland and Cyprus. So we have our top 10. So Joe's getting excited because she knows Norway's in there somewhere. And weirdly, so is the United Kingdom. Shock. So 10th with 39 points is La Norvège. 9th, joint 9th with 40 points is the United Kingdom.
Wow.
I'd take that, wouldn't you?
Oh, easily.
Left inside the board.
Greece and the Czech Republic. All on 40 points, which means the top 6 are with 45 points, Malta. So the top 5 are Sweden, Netherlands, Australia, Italy, and Switzerland. That's the top 5. So who do we think's won?
Sweden or Australia.
And I heard
Switzerland.
Australia. Okay,
Or
interesting.
Sweden.
Switzerland, I reckon.
Okay. This is, by the way, to the 2 Australians. This is genuine. We've asked different nations for this, so this is not just because I know you've been a bit up 50-50 on your entry, so this is a genuine thing, right? And it's as genuine as the fact that UK is in the top 10. Just saying.
This is accurate result.
And the fact that Russia didn't even make the final. Just,
Everyone's got Russia.
Ness hasn't left her house in a week.
Is she okay, by the way?
yeah, she's fine. So with 50 points, 2 countries, it's Switzerland and it's Italy.
There you go.
So with 53 points and in 3rd position, who do we think it is?
Australia.
Australia.
Greece.
It is in fact the Netherlands. Which means either Australia or Sweden have won this. So I did say it was a runaway winner. The first position has 71 points and second position has 55 points. So I can say the winner of the ESC Fan TV Eurovision 2019 voting with 71 points and points from everyone bar Danny is Sweden.
Woo!
So there you have it. There you have it.
And-
Australia second.
And we just have a quick shout out from the fact that I can actually pick a winner. Everything I picked out so far this season.
Confirmed.
So yeah, that was a load of fun, wasn't it? Thanks for everyone who's taken part in that.
The chat room love it. The chat room have thanked us for a very entertaining show.
Good, good. Well, that's it for another show. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to go over to my co-host just to say thanks again, Tom, for everything on the chat room and put me through my paces with the results tonight.
Well, do you know what, Stuart? I thought after listening back to last week's show, you just needed that little bit of extra challenge, and I think I've provided that for you with the the surprises being thrown in there, and I look forward to it next week as well.
Yes, I think you're hosting Wednesday, aren't you?
Bugger.
My turn. So I'd just like to say a big thanks to the panel. Big thanks to Danny for coming back and joining us. I don't know when do you say Monday you're off to Tel Aviv, Danny?
Yes, I arrived Monday and pretty much straight into the press centre.
Excellent. Well, enjoy the next few days. I guess you'll be sort of around Europe touring, will you, before you head off?
Oh, just a couple of days in Munich and then pop over, so nice and easy.
Lovely. Well, see you over there. Thank you to Aline for joining us.
Thank you.
Great to have you back on the show. Hope to see you. Yeah, hopefully see you next week. And thank you to Gustav.
Thank you, and I'm looking forward to see you all for the next season in Stockholm.
Well, maybe if our votes are correct. I take that if the UK finishes in the top 10. Joe, thank you for joining us as always.
Always. Speak to you soon.
Thank you, Martin. Don't forget to check out Martin's Let Me Be the One blog and radio show.
Thank you very much for the plug. Yeah, good to be with everyone again. Might be on Wednesday. If not, then I'll see people in Tel Aviv.
Yeah, and I did forget to say, if you haven't already joined OGay Australia, just make sure it's 25 Australian dollars to join. Has it changed, Danny? Is it still 25?
Still $25. So
Excellent.
you're covered until June 2020.
Excellent. Go and join OGay Australia. Loads going on. It's a hive of activity. Mitchell, thanks for joining us as always. I should plug your MJT reviews. It's a fantastic channel. We're doing some stuff together on there. Lots of fun. Make sure you go and subscribe to Mitchell.
Thanks everyone. Bonsoir Europe.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Thank you for a great fever dream of a show. It's been fun.
And all that's left to me to say thank you, Tom.
Thanks very much, Stuart. Fantastic show.
Make sure everyone you go give this show a like. We do it for you. Just make sure you do like it. Otherwise, all our efforts go for nothing. Make sure you click subscribe. If you haven't already, what are you doing? It's one button away from a world of entertainment with the ESC Fan TV panel, which is growing in size and numbers. And we do it all for you because do you know what?
Bigger.
It's bigger.
Bigger.
It's bigger than us.
Yeah, it's biggest. That's what it is. And we do it all because we love you. We appreciate you, but make sure you click that subscribe button. Go and listen to the podcast. Give us a 5-star rating. Write nice things about me. Write nasty things about Tom. Absolutely make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next week, when Tom will be in the hot seat, we love you and we want to say goodbye. Bye for now. See you later.
Bye.